Okay, so it looks like this is being recorded now. Okay, I am waiting for this. All right, very good. For whatever reason, I did the session earlier today, but this did not record. So we are recording now. This is fantastic. I will go on ahead and go through these two presentations. So for week one, the overview is related to brainstorming. First thing that you need to do is complete the Watch Me, Welcome to English Composition. There is a brainstorming interactive module and interactive learning exercises to support brainstorming. The McGraw-Hill Connect platform sign up, the Module 1 live classroom, Module 1 course community, and of course the Module 1 assignment. So, one of the first things that you need to do is the complete this first, the Watch Me, Welcome to English Composition. The response for the Module 1 live classroom is due this Sunday by midnight. You also have a Module 1 assignment, which is due Sunday by midnight. Your first week is pretty simple, but you do have a variety of things to complete first, especially the Watch Me, Welcome to English Composition video. These are your important due dates. 2, unlock the modules. What you need to do is complete the Watch Me, Welcome to English Composition. There is no due date for this, but you do have to complete this immediately because if you do not do it, the modules will not unlock. And it simply says, greeting and welcome to your course. To access all the valuable content and information for your course, you must watch this video by clicking on the word welcome and completing the task. Upon completion, you will gain access to all the remaining modules. So again, as a review, very important to complete this. The Watch Me, Welcome to English Composition. You need to complete this first to unlock the modules. A very helpful section includes the Resources for Students section. This includes information on the library, the writing lab, information on tutoring, and if you need any help with APA, that information is available there as well. You can see this. If you click on it, it's actually very colorful, very, very helpful. Click the tabs to learn about the schedule for each module itself, and a list of competencies is there. A very, very helpful section for resources for success. The gradebook and feedback is very important. Check for feedback and review the rubric to support your writing. You can find helpful tutorials and resources. See the areas of writing where you are shining, and note the feedback area serves as a conversation with your instructor. So, one of the first things that you need to do is select the Module 1 folder to open the content. You can see an example here, Module 1 brainstorming. This is one of the first things you need to do before the end of the week. This is an example or a screenshot of the brainstorming interactive module and interactive learning exercises. You can see here that the brainstorming icon, it looks like a little planet with rings around it. And your interactive learning exercises include a folder that contains formative, non-graded, interactive activities to aid in student learning and understanding of the main concepts of the module. It's very important that you take the time and connect with the McGraw-Hill Connect platform. These are ungraded practice activities that will support your writing. So, the McGraw-Hill Connect platform is seen here. There is a good practice session, the writing process, invention, and planning. This should take, give or take, 20 minutes. So, why do we need to take the time to brainstorm? Well, brainstorming will help you generate ideas. It will also help you select ideas to plan and organize your writing. Start the writing process early to avoid running out of ideas. That's a very, very good piece of advice. One of the worst things you can do is try to do everything at the end. So try to start this process as early as you can. That's another reason why we're starting this at the start. Make a list and warm up your brain. Why else would you brainstorm in your personal or professional lives? I'll give you just a minute or two to think about that question. Why else would you brainstorm in your personal or professional lives? Just think about that for a minute. gives us a very, very good opportunity to have some personal reflections on this. Well, we'll consider some prompts to addressing this. So, why do we do it in our personal, professional lives? Well, if you're planning a party, having a grocery list to plan that party can be helpful. Important events for the week to remember. Maybe you need to start an email to your child's teacher or starting a letter or just trying to figure out what to say to your child's teacher. Those are some important things to note. For professional reasons, you can have a list of supplies that your employer needs to order. Important meetings for the week, you can also email a supervisor or a coworker. So there's a lot of reasons why we would use brainstorming. And you can see here on the left-hand side, you can see how you can just write whatever you want down in whatever different colored markers, or if you don't want to use a marker, it's all up to you and what works well for you. So, what are some ways we can brainstorm? Well, as you can see on the right-hand side, we have a very, very interesting projection screen or sheet of some sort that has a variety of Post-it notes on it. There's no one way for you to brainstorm. You can work whatever works best for you. And here, particularly, you see all these little Post-it notes. You can use a bulleted list of some sort and address the questions: why should we help? What can I do to help? What positive outcomes would come of this change? Thinking about what could be used for your community. Is there a way to make people nicer, happier over overall? Are there ways to help the youth for a better community? Again, you can use sticky notes, you can use dictation on your phone, anything that works for you. So, stop by the live classroom. We'll see about doing these every Thursday. There should be a live classroom question and some sort of an answer. Try to answer in complete sentences if you can. These are due every Sunday by midnight. What might be a potential question is, what are two resources that can support your success as a student? Now, whenever you think of this kind of question, it can be anything, can be anything that can help you succeed as a student. It could be your peers. It could be tutoring, could be the APA style manual itself. It could be the library. It could be these live sessions, could be anything that you can think of. A lot of times I use my cell phone to try to stay organized. So if that's a method that works for you, use it. Maybe as silly as this sounds, I know my animals help me through life, maybe a companion animal. If you wanted to argue that, yeah, okay, whatever can support your success as a student, that's what you should use. So, your module one assignment, free writing and brainstorming. This is due by Sunday. And it's important to remember there are many ways to pre write or brainstorm. Select any method that works best for you. Make sure to include the following in your pre writing or brainstorming deliverable. What is your idea? And of course, this can change. We're just looking at the first week, but this can change. What is your idea, though, that will create positive change for you or your community? Could it be a community swimming pool? Could it be a community center? Could it be a community club? Whatever you think. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a neighborhood community, it could be a work community. It Could be any community you can think of. Anything that would create positive change. And list at least 3 ways this idea will create something positive. And ask yourself, are there any remaining questions or roadblocks? This is an example of the Module 1 assignment. Use the rubric to guide your writing. So, again, your idea here is for change in the community. Maybe your thought might be more support for youth with a community center. 3 reasons why or how this could create a positive change: fewer car thefts and break ins, support with homework and higher graduation rate, role models. Questions: are there other communities that have used this method to help troubled youth? And did they see change over time? There is a very helpful course community forum under the discussions. Each week, we're going to be discussing something different, and these are to help foster our community of online learners. And these are optional and ungraded, but very, very helpful, very useful. So, in your first written assignment, you will use your brainstorming skills to think of ideas that will create positive changes for your community. Anything that can help discuss what's going to happen. What are some issues you see in your community that need to be addressed? And what has been done to fix these issues? All right. So don't fret. You got this. As we move through the first week, stay positive and great things will happen. I'm here to help. So don't hesitate to reach out. Your code word for this presentation is purple. So whenever you do your assignment, make sure you mention the code word. Also, if you have any questions, concerns, please share your name, course, and your specific question. There is a messaging feature in Blackboard. You can also phone or text me. My email is clara.brown2 at rasmussen.edu. If you do decide to reach out to me, please try to remember to share your name, course, and your specific question. Okay, I've got a separate presentation I would like to see if I can upload. Right. So this is another presentation to review. Welcome aboard. This presentation is a very, very good, very helpful one, but it is going to reiterate some of the points in the first one. Do this activity first to unlock your course. Welcome to English Composition. Watch this to unlock the modules. So your live class and course community discussion board, each week you're going to have a chance to attend the live with me. These are recorded. We will meet in Teams. Your link and time will be on your home page. Remember, your Teams room link is unique to each classroom, so you will find it posted on your home page. I will also set up a entry in the calendar so you can log in each week. If you miss the live session, try to look for the recordings. They should be under your Teams general room /files/recordings. So, where do I find my recordings each week? They should be under the Readings and Resources tab. Where is my textbook? Well, it's important to remember to look for it under the Course Materials tab. You would simply click to open your ebook, and you should see something similar to this. And this week, this is a good screenshot of what is available. Brainstorming, you have the Module 1 live classroom and your interactive learning exercises. The first step, understand how to do the assignment, then your interactive learning exercises, and of course, the live classroom. For your special projects, Community Catalyst Writing Project. You will have one complete overall project in the course, and each week you will work on it to add to it. The final project will be due at the end of Module 5. Each week, you will revise and add to it until you have a 5-paragraph essay complete with a reference page to turn in for Module 5. The topic is up to you, but it should be an idea that you would like to see implemented in your community. Now, it can be a work community, personal community, whatever works for you. Church community, any of those would work. So you do have rubrics for each assignment. Use those as a guide to earn the most points each week. You also have a live Q&A from each week's live session to earn more points. Where can you find the rubrics each week? Well, as you see here, this is the section where the brainstorming information is, and on the right-hand side, the grading rubric is there. And this is an example of your Module 1 rubric, the partial view. And this is an example of how your brainstorming ideas can go. You can have it written like this, you can have it written in a list, whatever works best for you. And this is an example of brainstorming for a community organic garden using a free app called Miro. Okay, you can do this. I certainly have faith in you, and I look forward to seeing you in the class.